Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Sloth Talks About Cuties. This is the third installment of this series. Well, it's not really a series, but it's basically become a series on my channel. I have made two prior videos, not including this one, about the Cuties movie. The Netflix original movie that has been deemed as pedophilia and exploitation of children by many watchers and other people that have seen the trailer and poster. If you would like to see more in-depth videos of where I go in exactly what this movie is and certain scenes that have been shown within them, the links to my two prior videos and the dates they were uploaded will be down in the description. But this is going to be a brand new thing about the Cuties producers. That's right, we're not going to talk about the pedophilia-filled movie itself, we are going to be talking about the producers. The day I'm recording this is September 13th, it's currently 3:50 in the morning. At 1:44 in the morning, Sausage Roll tweeted out, Cuties producers to be investigated for receiving audition tapes of young girls twerking. Direct said she admired erotic child dancers. And there is a link to an article and we are going to go into this article together. Cuties may be investigated for child exploitation as it was recently discovered that the casting director received videos of young girls twerking for auditions. Netflix's latest on-demand controversial exclusive Cuties has offended a lot of people due to their depiction of child eroticism. Now the director and producers may be investigated for child exploitation. It's a whole lot worse than we thought. Seems to be the general consensus for the controversial new Netflix movie bizarrely entitled Cuties. Netflix was slammed for the poster they used to promote the new film, which showed scantily clad adolescent girls posed seductively. Netflix later apologized and said that the poster was not at all representative of the film's core message. Netflix in a statement apologized to Deadline. We're deeply sorry for the inappropriate artwork that we used for Cuties. It was not okay, nor was it representative of this French film which premiered at Sundance. We've now updated the pictures and description. Maimoua Ducour admired and was inspired by 11-year-old girls dancing erotically. Cuties is supposedly a coming-of-age film that takes aim at child sexualization exploitation. The 35-year-old French-Senegalese writer-director Maimoua Ducour slammed critics and said that the film was merely being smeared by intolerant conservative people. However, prior to the Netflix controversy, she stated that the film in a sense was a protest piece against conservatism and that its goal was to celebrate women and female sexuality. In an interview, she explained that she was inspired to make the film after watching 11-year-old girls dance seductively on stage in Paris, which she claimed she admired. There were these girls on stage dressed in a really sexy fashion in short, transparent clothes, she recalls. They danced in a very sexually suggestive manner. There also happened to be a number of African mothers in the audience. I was transfixed, watching with a mixture of shock and admiration. I asked myself if these young girls understood what they were doing. The film's alleged virtuous message was not received because the film is guilty of the very thing it supposedly condemns. The latest revelation regarding the film does not paint a pretty picture for Cuties director and producers, as it may indicate the cast of the controversial movie were, in fact, exploited. Young girls sent producers videos of themselves dancing as an audition. The initial auditions for Cuties were reportedly done online. A source affiliated with the production claims that young girls were instructed to email their audition tapes to Cuties director Tanya Arana. The girls were told they needed to introduce themselves, talk about their hobbies, and then showcase their talents. The girls who danced most seductively were called in for an actual screen test where they were filmed twerking. One of the audition videos was uploaded to YouTube by Mother. In the video, 10-year-old Mallory Martinez introduces herself, talks about her personal life before demonstrating the casting director just how flexible she is.
J'ai deux sœurs, je suis Tati, et ma mère est tatoueuse, et mon père est DJ.
D'accord.
Voilà.
Très bien. Alors, dis-nous, qu'est-ce que tu aimes faire dans la vie, Mallory?
Attendez, je recommence.
C'est pas grave. Waouh, tu danses bien.
Merci. Ensuite, je fais de la gym, donc je vais mettre ça dedans parce que sinon après... Voilà.
D'accord. Tu vas nous faire une petite démonstration de gymnastique?
Oui,
Tu aimes la gym?
j'adore.
D'accord. En fait, tu adores tout ce qui est artistique, quoi.
Oui, donc là, je suis dans la roue.
Vas-y, vas-y.
À deux mains.
Ok.
Ensuite, la roue à une main.
Waouh. Tu peux recommencer?
Oui. Voilà. rempli à bloc, quoi, on va dire. Et ma sœur, elle était à côté. Et en fait, ma mère, elle faisait genre qu'elle chantait pour faire... elle chantait avec la bouteille comme si c'était un micro.
The talented young actress appeared to be wholesome and innocent for the film and was not cast. Tanya Runner revealed that she had a plethora of similar videos which she would watch with the director and the movie's producers. And because of all of this, Netflix lost $9 billion in US currency in one day. Producers are being investigated. One of the most disturbing elements of Cuties is the cinematography. Throughout the film, he needlessly zooms in on the private parts of the scantily clad 11-year-old girls. A lot of these scenes, even for the moderate viewers, is too much. Jan Martuad, Cutie cinematographer, is no stranger to filming bare and exposed underage children. Just last year, he filmed a 15-minute short comedy called Grand Marmal, which is about a 7-year-old girl who runs around naked in the summer. Several high-profile politicians and lawyers want Cuties banned and have called for a thorough investigation into the Netflix movie because they believe it could be in violation of child exploitation laws. Despite the outrage, Netflix vehemently stand behind their decision to stream Cuties on their platform using freedom of artistic expression and cultural differences as an excuse. Strangely, Netflix has removed films like Gone with the Wind from their service for being too problematic. Netflix's failure to address the outrage has resulted in the company losing $9 billion in one day after the hashtag cancel Netflix trended on Twitter. Netflix also seems that they can just keep using this excuse that, oh, it premiered at Sundance, it did great at Sundance, it was amazing at Sundance. Can we just point out that the Sundance Film Festival co-founder last year was sentenced to 6 years for child sex abuse? Of course it won a fucking reward at Sundance. These motherfuckers like them young. Now, some of you are probably thinking, well, I mean, you just read us an article, like we could have read that. Do you have anything like juicy? I actually do have some rather juicy information. You see, a couple days before this article was released, I got a strange DM from an individual that we're going to call Jin, Jayn, on Discord. He messaged me, so you made a video on this, and he showed my first Netflix video, and he said, I'm friends with the producer of it. He is 21 too. He said he got catfished by a 14-year-old. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I had no clue what this guy was fucking talking about, so I said, what? But then he said, what I'm saying is, everyone there a pedo. The producer, everyone that's there. I said, and you know this for a fact. He said, yes. I said, you have direct proof. He could not answer because his account was actually deleted after this because of his fear of his safety for giving away this information. You can't even look him up anywhere. This man disappeared because he was scared that he was giving me this information. He just happened to stumble upon my video. And the way he was using his words and grammatically, you could tell that it did not seem like he was from the United States. It sounded like he was foreign. If this is real, this really seems like it's real now that there's an actual investigation going on. And this was 2 days before this was even put out. Actually, now looking at the pictures, 3 days. This is completely crazy to think about that this may turn into a whole thing. Now, obviously, I want to throw out real quick that yes, the cultural norm and differences of France are much different than the United States. The body and being nude is much more accepted in Europe and that part of the world. So maybe in France, this is okay. But in countries such as the United States and Canada, this is completely not okay and is not allowed to be shown. We cannot have pictures or videos of underage girls doing sexually explicit things. That promotes pedophilia and makes pedophilia seem like the norm. But anyways, guys, that's all the new news that I have on the Cuties situation. If you guys liked the video, if you learned anything new, please feel free to leave a like on it as I will keep you up to date if anything else happens with this story. Really hope you guys did enjoy though, and remember to feel free to click the subscribe button, turn on those post notifications so you get notification on your phone, tablet, and even laptop every time that I upload a brand new video to the channel. Thank you so much for watching today's video, guys. It really means a lot to me that you stuck around to the end. Remember to do all those great things you guys do on a daily basis, such as liking, commenting, favoriting, subscribing, sharing, turning on the post notifications, joining the Discord server, all those great things you guys do. Remember to follow me on Twitter at SirSloth with 2 H's and no spaces. And remember, guys, the beanie and the crooked glasses, they stay on during sex, but that's how we have to wrap up the video. I really hope you guys did enjoy it, and I will see you all in my next video later. Peace, guys.